Yo, and did you know that the PS5 is actually backwards compatible with Hannah Montana's Spotlight World Tour? Yeah, I wish to. Ah! The PlayStation 5. Apart from still pulling the milk dad 10 months after its release, it's an absolutely beautiful console. Now this right here is going to make you act up. It's already happening. This console right here is a part of the 9th generation, and appearance-wise, everyone may have trashed this thing when it first came out, claiming that it increased their Wi-Fi range on Tinder. All the way from Japan? Ah, so da ne. Personally, I think this console looks sleek. Futuristic as most have stated, with the shell having this unorthodox shape. I think the PS5 can fly. It turned into garbage. The colors on this console also complement each other so well with the white plate and the black base. And when the console is on, there is a line of light blue, completing the alienated look of the PS5. However though, one thing that does remind me of me in this console is the size of it. It's so fat! The PS5 is by far the biggest console Sony has ever released, with the measurements being 39 by 8 by 26 in centimeters. Young Jazz could barely even take care of his baby. It's not really too much of a hassle though, since you could easily just place this on top of a bench and you'll be fine. Moving on to the two PS5s that are currently not available. If you pick the digital one, then you're actually stupid. Here in Australia, yes, you do save $150 going with digital instead of physical, but I am a game collector. I'm going to slap you if you don't pick the physical one. If you really want me to explain why this is the case, check out my video on why physical games are better than digital games. You know what, let's spice things up like how I like my curry by giving every single part of the PS5 a Kanye rating out of 5. Oh my gosh, here's 5. So, the PS5's appearance will get a... Enter
a fridge.
The DualSense really makes a lot of sense. Now this is what I call a 9th generation controller. The adaptive triggers especially is what I call sex. I mean amazing. No, this thing is actually amazing. I mean it pleases you. Sony has finally upgraded from the overall small controller of the past generations to a more bulkier controller that fits so snugly in my hand. The material on the back of the controller is so smooth with a tiny bit of grit to it, which is caused by the small drawings of the PlayStation controls. Nice little touch by Sony. These things are also on the PS5 console, but man, they're so tiny bro, I can't even see with my camera. That's what she said. The little rubber border on the analog sticks are nice to stop your thumbs from sliding off. The buttons and D-pad are still the same. However, I would have liked if the buttons had the original PlayStation colors on it to make it look more vibrant. This thing is as big as ever. That's what she said. And also, the lights are finally visible to us, and it looks absolutely sleek. Depending on the developer, the color also changes to signify a specific mood. For example, in the game of Vince Eli, if it's blue, you're sad. If it's red, then you're mad. If it's black, you got asked out, but then her friends came in, so she backtracked. I actually stopped it. I cannot be stopped! The final thing we have to talk about is the triggers, and they're the most innovative invention in the 9th generation. I have no clue how to describe it, except with an example. So, in Spider-Man, when you're web swinging and holding down the R2 button, it just gets tighter a little bit on the end, kinda reenacting the swing. That's what she said. Can you shut up? Enter the
So this is like a mukbang interview.
Moving on to the user interface is cool. Overall, nice and simple interface that is very intuitive to use. There are two separate headings for games and media, and there is also a sub-UI that includes friends, what is that? Trophy list to complete, and even a guide to complete missions in a game. These things have definitely come in handy to me since it's just 3 taps and you've cheated your way onto a new girlfriend. No wait, I stuffed it. A boyfriend. Now it's time for the video games, and oh my god, I'm excited. The one and only PS5 game I purchased is of course Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is a filler sequel to Marvel's 2018 Spider-Man. This is just a little teaser for us getting us ready for the actual sequel. Miles Morales, however, is still an amazing character and video game. They've added new gameplay to the game with Spider-Man being able to dish out electric attacks, which is so exciting. The game lasted around 6 hours, and overall, it was a good little filler episode for Miles Morales. Other games on the PS5 include Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, Demon Souls, and of course, Fortnite! If you spend all your money on just this hit single Desperate Luca, the PS5 has got you covered with PS4 games being backwards compatible on the PS5 as well. Almost every single PS4 game has the ability to be played on the PS5. Well, except for this Chris Brown CD, or else the PS5 will be one of his greatest hits. If you're still poor enough to not have any PS4 games lying around, why not try the PS Plus collection? This is one of the best features Sony has ever added onto the PS Plus. This collection consists of around 20 games that you're able to waste time on instead of finding a girl. Reminds me of me. I love the selection of games they placed on here. We have a platformer with Crash Bandicoot and Ratchet and Clank, adventure games with Uncharted and Vince's favorite, The Last of Us. No, this is my favorite. And we also have a JRPG in Persona 5. If you want to look at On all day, then be my guest. I don't know about you, but I'm looking at Sojiro Sakura. I'm currently going through the whole collection, and later on this year, I'll give you guys a review on which games are the absolute must-plays on this collection. Spoiler alert, Fallout 4 is whack.
I'm broke as shit.
The trophy system is what we're moving on to, and it's still more of the same. I would say the trophies on PS5 are way more easier than on PS3. I got the platinum on Miles Morales in about 15 hours, which is saying a lot about how easy they are. If we was back on the PS3, there would be a trophy called Anti-Vince. Pretty much all you have to do is not talk to any girl. Not much to say on it really. You enjoy being a completionist and like a sort of easy challenge? Go for the platinum. Want to make the best use out of your $120? Go for the platinum.
The PS5 just came out last week. I mean, not last week.
That's pretty much it. You should definitely spend your hard-earned money on the PS5, if you're gonna spend your time on it. Or if you even find it on the shelves, if you even have any money, or if you're not a girl. Okay, you know what, don't buy it. And I got all my brothers around.